Okay, now we are talking about vectors and about the sign of vectors. Now, as I told you, the magnitude of vector is always positive, but we sometimes use negative sign in case of a vector quantity. Now that negative sign implies the action is in the reverse direction than desired. Now, for example, first of all, you see scalar quantity, we just use symbol like say displacement, sorry, distance is a scalar quantity. We'll talk about distance broadly later. Distance, displacement, spinner. Now distance symbol is s. We just use s. Similarly, speed, we use v. Also u also is initial speed and final speed, but generally we use v. And time, it's t. But when I use a vector quantity like displacement is a vector quantity, then we use an arrow like this. So distance is s, displacement symbol is also s, but with an arrow or simply a bold s, a bold, it is bold. So that's how we represent. When you go through your book, you will see these signs. Similarly, velocity is a vector quantity. So here also we use v and arrow or simply bold v. Or simply bold v. Force, F, and similarly bold F. Now you know that just now I told you force is a vector quantity. Similarly, displacement is a vector quantity. Now later on I will go further. Now let us take an example of force. Now suppose somebody is applying a force of 5 Newton here. So I say that force equals to 5 Newton. So this positive. Now suppose another person is applying a force in the reverse direction, and suppose same force. So that means both of them are applying the same pull, 5 Newton. This person also applying, say person A also applying a 5 Newton force. Person B is also applying a 5 Newton force. So who is applying greater force? Nobody. Both are same. So that means their magnitude are same. But naturally their direction is opposite. Now just you can understand the body will move in which direction. The body will not move in any direction. The body will remain at the same place. And therefore I say that resultant force is zero. The resultant force, the effect of force is what? Zero. Because if I don't apply any force to this body, the body will not move. So that's the resultant force is zero. Now how we express this mathematically? So I say person A is applying a force of 5 Newton in a positive direction, and somebody is opposing that, that is B, and B is applying a force of 5 Newton. So we write here minus 5 Newton because it is acting in the opposite direction. So F1 and F2. So A is applying F1, B is applying F2. And coincidentally, F1 is equal to F2. The magnitude is equal. So both are applying same force. Nobody is applying more or less force. Both are applying equal force, but still the body is not moving. And hence, if I say that the resultant force will be how much? The resultant force will be F1 plus F2. Right? F1 plus F2. And F1 is how much? Plus 5 Newton. And F1 is how much? Minus 5 Newton. And hence the resultant force is 0. And the body will not move. And in the similarly, you can also understand. Now again, if that A is applying a force of 5 Newton in this direction, and B is applying a force of 2 Newton in this direction, then I say A is then in which direction the body will move? The body will move here, and the body will move in this direction because A is pushing there with a force of 5 Newton, B with a lesser force of 2 Newton. So you can understand, here the body will move, here the body will not move. Here the body will move, but with a lesser force as given by A. Although he is applying 5 Newton, but the resultant effect will be less because B is obstructing. You can understand, you are pushing something and somebody is obstructing, a child is obstructing. Is not unable to stop, is not able to stop, but is actually giving some resistance. So the speed decreases, the movement slows down. And you can understand now the resultant force will be 3 Newton. So vector, we can explain this in vectors. Now A is applying F1, B is applying F2. Here you can understand F1 is greater than F2. So naturally the body will move along which direction? Along the direction of F1. And what will be that resultant force? The resultant force again will be F1 plus F2. Now since it is in the positive direction, so we write here plus 5 Newton. And it is in the negative direction, we write minus 2 Newton, opposite. And the resultant force will be 3 Newton. So this is some concept about vector. Okay, understand?